aprovam? Eu diria que eles estão preparados. Vocês aprovam?
Olha ali, vamos fazer barulho, galera. Façam barulho. Façam barulho. Façam barulho. Façam barulho.
Ali.
Prepara, prepara. Contagem regressiva. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Com vocês, Ella Purnell, Ella Moulton, Walton Goggins e Justin Terrell!
Welcome back.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow, what a special moment.
That's intense.
I've never had a reception like that. Unbelievable.
This is
Never had
Brazil.
that.
Well, guys, welcome back to CCXP. First of all, I have to be honest with you. You can ask that to anyone that works with me. I asked the whole year about you guys. I was like, will I be able to talk to them? Because the first time you were here in 2023, I hadn't seen the series yet. And right now,
it all started here. It all started here.
It
We were
all
talking about it
started
earlier.
here.
It all started here at CCXP.
Exactly, Aaron. And I hadn't seen the series yet, and it became one of my favorite series. So congrats on your work. Congrats on the show. It's simply amazing. And Justin,
Hey,
welcome to CCXP.
thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you. Oh,
We are really looking forward to see what your character will bring to us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We asked them to help us out with the spoilers, okay? But feel free, feel free. So, Ella, well,
Wow.
I think they love you.
That was, wow, that kind of almost got me a little emotional. That was crazy. Thank you. Hi, hi. Thank you for having us. We're happy to be back.
It's a pleasure. So, you play a super complex character. We're talking about Lucy, who has a very sheltered life until she left the vault in the search of her father. By the end of season 1, she has faced so many obstacles, right? And do you think the wasteland has changed her, or after everything she went through in season 1, do you think her core beliefs have changed?
So, we pick up season 2, not too far off where we left season 1.
Ella! Ella! Ella!
Thank you, Walton. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, so, look, I think Lucy is, you know, she's an optimist. That is her core. That's everything that she has built herself on. Season 2, Lucy, she spent a lot of time in the wasteland. She spent a lot of time with the ghoul. And, you know, he influences her. The wasteland influences her. So, I think season 2 is about how much is Lucy going to change? You know, is she going to be able to keep her golden rule mentality, or is she going to become a slightly tougher, less morally righteous version of herself? You'll have to watch it and see.
And Ella, you know, your acting, along with the script, made this character so likable. Like, she's so positive, she's so optimistic, but at the same time, she's really complex. So while I was watching the show, I was wondering, like, what was more challenging for you? You know, discovering everything about herself and the world, or facing the challenges of the wasteland? What was more challenging for you as an actress?
I think, well, one of the things I think is about balancing the tone. So Lucy, she's funny, you know, and she has those comedy moments, but there's so much heart and depth and realism there. And that was something I'd never done before. I'd never had to balance those and find that tone. I also think that that's about the collaboration, right? Being able to depend so entirely on our incredible directors, my co-workers, my co-stars, Geneva Graham, the incredible writers. Everything that I felt challenged by, I knew I could trust them and collaborate with them and just give options, and then they make it work. So it took the pressure off. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's try this again, everybody. Aaron.
Aaron.
Speaking of discovering more about yourself, Maximus probably is the biggest mystery in season 2. So with his moral struggles in the Brotherhood of Steel, does he see himself as a hero, as a villain, or somewhere in between?
Oh, yeah, no, big mystery, right? Big mystery. I mean, one of my favorite things about the elegant way that they're telling this story is that, you know, we've kept a lot of secrets from you guys, you know? There's a lot of things. I keep talking about how this first season of ours felt like the overture of the music. I love you. And, you know, our second season really feels like we're finally getting into the real piece of music. You know, we're seeing where this melody goes, and we very quickly in season 2 get a nice, you know, secret reveal. Why is Maximus always keeping things so close? What's there? And I think we'll get to see a little bit more of the Brotherhood. You know, more factions. Commonwealth shows up to the party. Yeah, we get to experience, I think, in the second season a little bit more of what is driving him and where he's trying to let it take him.
And I think we should mention the plot twist at the end, because now you have power. Now you're again in the Brotherhood of Steel and stuff, but that's all because of a misunderstanding.
Yeah, right? Some status.
So how do you think that he will feel towards this?
You know, I think Maximus is a character. He's a survivor. You know, I think he's gonna use what he's got to get what he wants.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We can go with that. Okay.
We are almost there. Almost there with the spoilers. Okay, here we go again. Walton. We saw an interview where you said that you scared yourself with your own makeup while taking a nap. We saw an interview where you said that you have like a jump scare when you were taking a nap while, you know, getting the whole makeup. So of course the makeup was truly insane. but it's impressive how you've managed to keep, you know, to show the emotions and the power behind all of this, and of course the power of the ghoul. So how did you manage to do that for the character?
You know, you turn yourself over an imaginary set of circumstance. I mean, it's hard, man. You know, it's hard. It's mentally hard. You know, you're in that space, you're in that makeup for a really long time. But I don't know, that old saying in our business is you bought the ticket, you take the ride. And it is, I don't know that there is an easier path to becoming the ghoul, right? That's part of the process of becoming him. But it's two sides to every coin. For the 2.5 hours that it takes to become the ghoul, it only takes about 15 minutes to become Cooper Howard. And I got to spend a lot of time with Cooper this year, and you really see who he is and what he thought the world was and what the world really is. And it's a place that is so unfamiliar to him. And he's a person out of control. And the, you know, the opportunity to play the duality of these two characters, and then just to be with these actors, and one of my buddies here, you know, Thoreau, Mr. House, and these writers and directors. I promise it's good, y'all. It's really good.
And Walton, I have to say that I became a huge fan. I read many interviews, I saw many interviews of you. I admire your work, I admire your personal journey, and I started also to admire the goal in a way. Like, Coop's character is really complex, and after all, you're playing a man who literally survived the end of the world. So I was thinking with myself, like, do you think there's something of Walton Goggins inside of him, like some kind of your resilience and some kind of thing that you learned with the world that you put into this character and that made able for you to build such a complex and beautiful character as the goal?
Wow, that's a really deep question. I got to be very careful how I answer that question. You know, I hope so. You know, in the sense that I think all of us in this room have been through a lot. I think, you know, endurance is a part of being human. The one thing that I've never lost hope of, or never lost in my life, that I don't think any of us have lost, because it's a human trait, is hope, right?
Yes, of
like
course.
When being a poor kid from Georgia, or moving to Los Angeles with $300 in my pocket, or every struggle that anybody in any business goes up against. So if that's a part of the Ghoul's experience, you know, absolutely, because I think that's part of a human's experience.
And you know, I think like the goal now, he has a little bit of hope after meeting your character, after living a little bit,
You know,
and
you know
having
what?
these experiences.
Well, you know, because we said this, and we'll tease it in here too, and I really mean this. There is this relationship between Ella and myself, between Lucy and the Ghoul. Yeah. Ella! Sorry, I couldn't help. But it went to a place, and I mean this, it went to a place that I couldn't even anticipate. And I did not see it coming. And after reading it on paper, I didn't know where the story would go from there. And there's a lot of that in this season for all of us.
Yeah, I think that in the end of the day, that's the beauty of Fallout. Like, you have such amazing and complex characters, and we can see the development of each of them without knowing where it's gonna lead us. But, well, it's all about the journey, right?
The writers, Journey, and everybody working behind that camera.
Awesome,
Yes, of
guys. And now let's talk to the rookie in the room, Justin. Welcome to CCXP.
Thank you so much.
So, Robert House is one of the characters that everybody is looking forward to see. So, what can you tell us about what drew you to the character and how you approach it, how are approaching him in season 2?
Whoa. What drew me to the character was the fact that I was going to get to do a bunch of scenes with my good friend Walton. And then beyond that, I was given some incredible material to work with and obviously a great character. He is I think one of the more sort of delicious characters to play. He's a genius, he's a billionaire, and arguably responsible, or at least in large part responsible, for the end of the world. And to play that kind of a guy is just so, you just want to just sort of bite down on it and do your best you can. Obviously, the fans who enjoy the game, you don't want to disappoint them. You want to make sure that they're as happy as possible. So the responsibility is huge, but I just kind of tried to come in with this cast and sing, you know, in the same key that they did and not mess up anything that they had already done, you know.
Justin, you mentioned the fans of the game. Everyone here loves a game called Fallout New Vegas, am I right? And since you are a resident of New Vegas, what can you tease us about this new landscaping, about this new set?
Oh, Walton? I don't know. I mean, this particular world is so special, and it all sort of, you know, it's sort of a mountain with an apex, and it all begins in this penthouse, but it trickles down from there, and so the events that took place, obviously 200 years ago, are still very present, and the ramifications of every one of those decisions that was made when Cooper Howard was walking around are so fully realized. Any fans of the game that played, you know, New Vegas, it's just going to be a ride. You're going to be able to just sort of buckle up, enjoy, because all those things that you saw in the game that were just the landscapes that you would run through and walk around, you're going to be able to just go up and feel like you can almost touch them when you watch the show. It's going to be beautiful.
I do have a question. I don't know if you can fully answer it, but can you share with us any Easter egg that we may find this season 2? I don't know what you can and what you can't.
Or if you
tell
can.
us.
But we're trying really hard here, man.
I could say look out for aliens.
Whoa!
Aliens.
Look out
good
for
one.
aliens.
That was just a decoy, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
look at, yeah.
I think I see what you did
Look out
there.
for aliens.
Every frame.
And what about Deathclaw? Can we have huge expectations on Deathclaw?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think we get up close and personal, maybe.
I would say a little too up close and personal with the death claws. Yeah.
We can see a little bit of that in the trailer.
So, we are in the New Vegas baby mood. So we have a little thing for you guys. We like to play cards with you, but in a different way. Okay? So we have these 5 very important cards here.
Yeah,
I will
now
give
we
you-
do have like 4 because we do have 4
Yes, I'm
important.
sorry, yes.
We have 4 important cards.
Yeah.
When it comes to playing cards, we do have the Joker, we do have the Queen, we do have the King,
Joker, Queen, King,
and
Ace,
Jacks.
Jack. Okay, Joker, Queen, King, and
Whoa.
Jack.
Jack.
But the thing is, we want to know
Oh my god.
which you thought it was going to be, which, like, in our opinion, for us, Maximus would fit, like, in the Jack part. Because, I mean, it's Maximus, right? We have Lucy, that for us, I think it fits as the Queen. Right, guys? The goal is the GOAT. He's our king.
I'll take it.
That's it. It's Mr.
Robert
House.
House.
Because this is all part of a joke. Because in the end of the day, the goal, it's giving us the vibe of we don't know exactly what he's up to. Is he a villain? Is he a good guy? Is he just following and going with the flow? So there we have the goal as the Joker. Woo. So these are our 4 cards for each of you to have as a collectible card. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Pretty
And we
cool.
do have an
Very
exclusive
cool.
art here
Wow.
made from our team. So it's a gift specially made for
Thank
you
you
guys.
so much. This is so
Thank you so
great.
much.
Guys, thank you so much.
Love it.
Now you have to play in New Vegas with these cards.
Well, this is like, we know who's gonna, well, I don't know, the house always wins.
The house always wins.
And you know, before entering the panel,
wish-
before entering the interview, everyone was like, oh my God, ask them what to wait, what we'll be able to see in the next season. And I know you can't spoil us with many information, but I think that you may tell us how to describe Fallout Season 2 with one word. It's challenging, but I think you can handle it.
I would say layered. Incredibly layered.
I loved it.
Unpredictable. Unpredictable.
I'm gonna say epic. Epic.
Cinematic.
I think we all can expect that when it comes to a director like Jonathan Nolan and also a cast like you and the crew. And one other question, do you think that you can tell us a little bit more about the differences in the tone from season 1 to season 2? Because as I told you, I am a huge fan of season 1. I don't know if you made any differences in the tone, where's the story going and everything. So what are the major differences between season 1 and season 2?
You know what, I said this in a couple of interviews. A few of us up here have been in this position before where if you do season 1 of a show, right, and you build a critical mass like the community around Fallout, in season 2, you can either rest on those laurels, you can rest on that story, or you can just go for broke and put everything on red. And that's what we did. So the tonality's the same, meaning that, you know, what's baked into the DNA of this show is still there, but it goes in places that none of us could have ever imagined. And we just can't wait for you all to see it.
Well, I can assure you that we're so looking forward to it.
Yes.
And once again, we want to thank you for being here. We want to thank you for being here in CCXP again. And of course, we'll be waiting for you here, maybe during season 3. What do you think?
We'll be back. We'll be here.
We'll be back.
So a huge round of applause